like maybe a half hour before the tournament or something. But nonetheless, live and learn. It looks like we are going to jump into a TVT for our first tournament of this week. Homie G's, it's a pleasure to see all you guys. My name is BCN Paularino, introducing to you the famous and sexy BCN G-Dog.
What's up, guys?
Rawr. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna jump into a TVT for the first matchup. That's very interesting. We really rarely see TVTs in this tournament, to be quite honest.
Yeah, it's actually been a rarity nowadays in our bronze to gold tournaments. Not a lot of Terran players, which is really surprising. You would think a lot of kind of bronze through gold would play Terran, being that most people play the campaign a bit before ladder, and you play Terran. So normally you would expect people to probably want to play a bit of Terran in the earlier leagues. It's really surprising.
Yeah. I asked someone a while ago, like, why do so many people play Terran? And they pointed that out. They're like, well, in the campaign you play Terran. Doesn't it just make sense? I was like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. In the bottom right, we are going to see none other than Kyle, very famous from his role in South Park. And on the top left, we're going to see Shiney, actually the name of a very popular K-pop band. So we're going to see a little clash of the cultures going down right here. Both players opting for Terran, green versus blue. I mean teal. When will the gang-related violence ever end?
Never in StarCraft. Is that true though? Shiny is actually the name of a K-pop.
It is, yeah.
Man, that's amazing. I did not know that.
It's like one of my favorite songs also for like a week.
Wow.
So bad. I put it on my Facebook and Rainbow Dash was like, why would you ever link this, man? Oh, you ruined Christmas.
Looks like right now they're pretty much doing the exact same thing. Looks like Shiny's a bit ahead right now, getting his barracks down a little bit earlier. That can relate to the early game pressure, and it can definitely impact the game. But as of now, everything looks pretty similar from both players, both kind of mirroring each other.
Oh, baby. Yeah, some of the things that we will see separating these units is what they want to do right after their racks. What if they want to go ahead and put some tech down, meaning a factory, or if they want to go ahead and plop down some more racks, is how fast will the command center be? What is the timing of these first and second gases? As we do see, zero gas is going to be the building of choice from Kyle. I'm not going to put that racks. Actually putting two racks down. This is going to be completely scouted by his opponent. Not sure if he's going to try to use his opponent's scout to his advantage, or if he's just going to go ahead and do what he wanted to do in the first place.
Yeah, right now, gas is going to go ahead and go down for Shiny. Kyle's looking like he's going to go with a no gas opening. Oh, it looks like he's going to try to 3 racks. Now, this can go either as an all-in kind of thing whenever you put them down this early, or this can just be kind of 3 racks pressure. Normally, whenever you see an all-in, you would see a lot more Marines coming out. So we definitely need to make sure and check to see the Marine count, because if the Marine count gets kind of really, really high this early game, this could be an all-in, and this is a very dangerous all-in, especially TVT, 3 racks all-in, I'm sorry, is very, very deadly and can definitely kill a player really easy and really fast.
Yeah, looking at the money count, I think Kyle wants to go ahead and expand right behind this, but it looks like we are going to see the teching up going down. The factory is plopping down, and Shiny, no gas for him, so if he wants to build anything out of these racks, it's going to be pure Mariner. And really on this map, trying to charge up this ramp can be really devastating if your opponent can create that bunker at the top. You get a few SCVs, and I think Rax is following up for good old Shiny. K-pop is strong with this one.
The K-pop is very strong with this one. Looks like 4 Marines going to come out and go secure this ramp. Shiny looks like he's fixing to put down this expansion. Definitely seems like that.
Both players moving out with their Mariners.
Back in the base of Shiny, looks like we could be seeing, well, I was gonna say 1-1-1, but never mind. Well, it could be a 1-1-1, but he added in that second racks, so that's the reason I didn't think. But yeah, it could be. He's taking that second gas, which is very common for 1-1-1s, because 1-1-1s are very gas heavy, because you have a lot of tech, you have Marauders, you have medevacs, you have tanks, which are all very gas heavy. So definitely seems like we could be seeing some kind of 1-1-2. Oh.
And here we go. Pressure coming up. These SCVs are ready. They're ready to repair anything that needs repairing. However, Marines don't count.
No, you cannot repair Marines. Yeah, it looks like Kyle got shut down pretty fast. Nice job taking those Honestly, at first, for some reason, I thought Shiny was transferring his SCVs for some reason. And I was like, why would he be transferring his SCVs? There's no expansion. And then I noticed the Marines were walking up, and I was like, oh, okay, I understand now. So that was a really big derp on my part. All these Marines are going to go ahead and get rallied to that Zelnaga Tower. Kyle looks like he's just going to try to be holding Shiny in one place. Maybe going to move these Marines up to the natural and just try to block any expansion play.
It's quite funny that Shiney he has this tower closest to his opponent, hanging out there, sees every unit that wants to walk by it, so he knows how much aggression is going to come towards him, and he is going to start noticing that no more Marines are trickling across the map to his main base. That command center for Shiney went down immediately after that engagement, which I think is going to be perfect timing. Nice little engineering bay going to go ahead in the background, add on as we do have our first medevac here. More than enough forces to solidify this natural for Shiney, and right now I think we may be starting to see Kyle slipping behind as he isn't opting for his command center yet. Is going to plop down that factory. Let's keep an eye on these on 2 reactors, 1 tech lab, and it looks like we are going to have simultaneously 3 more Raxes going down. Possibly Kyle may have the opportunity to bust this natural that is eventually going to come up.
Wow, looks like we're gonna have 6 racks here. Kyle, it's really hard to support 6 racks on only 1 base, so this is gonna be definitely a sight to see. Gonna put down the reactor. He is gonna probably go for heavy marine and just try to all in it and just get, because once he can break down this wall at the main ramp of Shiny or break down the natural wall, he could possibly win the game. So right now he is going to go definitely heavy marines. The marine count is getting really, really high right now. However, the force for Shiny looks like it'd probably take that down. Banshee gonna go out and probably go harass the mineral line of Kyle. Kyle is gonna go ahead and put down expansion down finally in the natural, which it is way behind Shiny's, and Shiny's gonna have a huge economy lead going into this mid to late game.
Alrighty, big excursion force from Shiny moving on out. We see Kyle gonna see this force more than ahead of time now. Kyle does have the production available to him. I think if he's gonna be able to defend this, he does have the tools for it. And right now he's gonna be scrounging for units. 1 bunker is gonna complete. I'm not sure how effective these tanks are gonna be. They do have the siege, so we may be seeing a very slow push coming in. Not sure if this medevac wants to go behind enemy lines and do some kind of drop harassment up into the main.
Right now, this bunker is going to be a very, very key thing that Kyle needs to keep alive. This is definitely going to... Oh, 1 tank is going to go down. That's going to be a huge loss. This 1 tank on the low ground is also going to get taken down. Great job by Kyle. That was probably the best engagement he could have hoped for. And the marine count for Kyle is a bit too high for Shiny. However, Shiny does have that 1 medevac doing in a lot of healing. HPS, healing per second. Haha. Metagame.
Poor Banshee didn't really get to do too much in that engagement. Now, yeah, Shiny had that medevac to back him up, but yeah, that positioning really punished Shiny. It's so unfortunate to see those tanks go down so fast. Right now, Shiny is forced to go ahead and play the defensive role right now, as he is going to have a leg up with his command center going down much faster than his opponent, while Kyle is right now scrounging to go ahead and put in some work, taking out a lot of SCVs. Actually, we do have 4 SCVs, and a lot of them are running away and just pure distraught. This little guy from above is going to have a heyday.
Yeah, it looks like this Banshee definitely paid for itself right now. All of those SCVs had to get pulled off the line due to the fact that Banshee was just harassing so hard. Great harassment by Shiny, definitely putting Kyle a bit behind. A lot of energy banked up on these command centers, maybe saving up for a scan in case that Banshee does get the cloak ability. Right now, Shiny, like we were saying, is definitely ahead. Gonna go ahead and grab that double gas at the natural. Only walking off for 1 engineering bay right now. He only has 1 attack. He does not have the infantry armor upgrade. And right now, it looks like Shiny is just pretty much gonna just build up a nice army. He is definitely far ahead. Although he does have a bit of mineral stack, could maybe add on some more barracks, which he just did. As always, I get uncorrected.
It's funny that Shiny decided to is going for this tank marine composition, even though he does have these tech labs here. I guess he just doesn't want to switch into some Marauders right now. Maybe he just feels really confident with getting this tech, getting these Marines and tanks out. Maybe he's had a lot of success with them in the past. This poor little Banshee just hanging out. 7 kills, 20 health. Sounds like a good trade to me. On the other side of the world, Kyle has only Mariners right now. No factory units coming out quite yet. So it looks like we might see a switch. It looks like he just wants, right now, Kyle is making a pretty big decision. And he wants the tech lab on the factory, which could mean tanks are going to come out for him as well. But we are seeing a Mariner-only army also from Kyle. So these compositions, given time, may become identical. However, these medevacs may be the turning point here.
Yeah, these medevacs are definitely going to put in a lot of healing, which can be very vital in any game, whether it be TBT, TBZ, TBP. Medevacs are always one of those crucial points, and not to mention the fact that you can just drop a base, which is also very, very crucial. Multi-prong attacks are getting more and more popular nowadays. You normally never used to really see kind of like dropping and moving your main army in at the same time, but it's really, really hard because the whole army has to be pulled to go take care of a drop, and then your main army just walks up into the natural of an opponent and just there's nothing you can do about it. You have to either choose from saving your mineral